is my dress hoodie. Hey, it's Mo. There is a Too Faced set, actually, you probably already know from the title, that I've really just been enjoying and wanting to reach for. And I know there's, Black Friday sales and things that are starting, and I thought just really wanted to tell you about this one. And so I'm just kind of slipping this one in, and we're just going to keep it really casual. I don't think there's going to be a lot of editing. And I'll show you swatches and all that stuff. But I just, I love makeup. I love to talk about it. And I always hope that I can be helpful. And I feel like there hasn't been a lot of chatter about this one. So I just wanted to talk about it because I enjoy it. So my hair's back in a always lopsided, messy bun. Got a hooded sweatshirt on, nothing fancy today as usual, and I am wearing this on my face, by the way, but we are talking about, as you probably already know, the Too Faced Enchanted Forest set. And this is $44. I got mine from Ulta.com, and I know it's also available at TooFaced.com, and at least when I'm filming this, I know Too Faced has a 30% off site-wide sale, and when I checked, this was still available. I don't believe it's on sale at Ulta, at least right now. But anyway, you saw the packaging, obviously. And inside, there is a palette, which looks like this. One of the reasons I like this, I think it reminds me a little bit, just a little, of like a pop-up book from when I was a kid or something like that, because it has dimension. So it's like they took layers of cut out paper, layered them, and then put plastic over the top, which I didn't expect. When I bought this, as I said, I bought it online. So the first layer is like blue paper, we'll say, and then they did a cutout of white paper with trees and a little bunny, and then there's another cutout in like this lavender color which has another bunny and a tree, and then the main cutout here, which is a circle, and then there's plastic in here, and I just love it. Every time I open it, it just makes me happy. So that was interesting to me. So I was surprised when I opened the box and saw that. So that is the palette. We'll talk about that more. And then the other things that come in the set are, I know you'll be shocked, Better Than Sex Mascara, of course, a travel size as they call it. They put this in every set in the world, basically, Too Faced does. And then the other thing is a full-sized Too Faced lip injection. And this is a limited edition color that they're only putting in this set. Now, I was hesitant about the lip injection because this is a lip quote-unquote plumper, and while I don't really think these things typically do any actual plumping, this is the kind that tingles. So know that going in. It's kind of like, I think it feels like putting cinnamon oil maybe on your lips. To me, it doesn't sting. It's not uncomfortable, but there is a definite tingling sensation, and more than you get from like a Buxom lip polish. You know how that has a little bit of a tingle? This has more of a tingle. But the reason I was hesitant to get this is that, I don't know if this is a different formula, but a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, I'm always swatching stuff in stores. And years ago I swatched, I think it was the lip injection from Too Faced, and it gave me a welt on my wrist. So I have always been afraid to try this. But I've used this several times, and it does tingle, like I said, but I didn't find it uncomfortable, and it doesn't hurt, and if I swatch it, it doesn't, leave a welt or anything like that. So those are the things in the Enchanted Forest set, and of course we'll get into more detail about that. Also, a couple things I wanted to mention. I only work with natural light. Today is rainy, there's some snow, so you can see I have some of the lights in my house on. The lighting might be slightly different. I'm still right at the window, so I'm gonna need your input to tell me if this is okay. From what I can determine when I look at my makeup in the mirror and look at it here, the colors look true, and that's always the thing I'm trying to do, is make things as accurate as possible. That's why I do not have studio lighting. I don't have a ring light. I don't have any of that. I always use natural light. But as you know, it's hard to get the right light, especially this time of year. So I hope that this is lighting wise working for you, but do let me know, because that, I'm here for you. So anyway, what should we talk about first? Well, let's talk about the mascara, because that's the least exciting part, I'd say. Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. This stuff has been around for a long time. I did use it today. Everything on my face is from this set, by the way. trying to set that down, but it wants to fall over on my carpet. So here's, you know, it's the hourglass wand. I would say most people would say this was the original kind of hourglass shaped wand. It's a natural bristle as opposed to a rubber bristle. I don't mind this mascara. I don't love this mascara. I have never bought a tube of this. I've only tried the travel sizes because they come in the set. It doesn't wow me. It's not terrible. I'm very like, whatever. If they want to give me a free one, I'll use it. That's kind of where I stand on that. The lip injection I have on, and as I said, I've used this several times. None of this is a first impression, by the way. I've used this palette a bunch. I've used this whole set a bunch. So this is the color, I think it's Enchanted Pink. Let me double check my sources here. Yes, Enchanted Pink, and as I said, this is limited edition, and it comes in this set, and it's got kind of a little Christmassy looking. There's little white trees and little gold snowflakes, and there's a bunny on one side. It's a little hard to see. There it is. So that's the, you know, the way the packaging is, and then I will of course swatch this for you even though it's already on my lips. And it smells, I kind of thought it would smell like cinnamon, I guess, because it's kind of tingly, but it doesn't. It smells more like a sweet baked good, or, you know, that kind of typical thing. So this is the swatch of the color, and then here it is on my lips. I'll throw a little more on, just for the heck of it. I don't think it'll matter. And do I think it plumps my lips? No, I don't. I think it's pretty, and I actually really like this color, but I don't think it has any actual, like, making my lips look bigger than any other gloss would. Maybe people think it, maybe other people actually have it plump, but I do not. And it's a stickier gloss. It's not one of those smooth glosses. Like, it's, you know, if my hair was down, and it would stick. So that's the gloss, that's the mascara. I think the main reason you're interested, and the main reason I love this, is that it's the palette, which again, I've shown you the packaging, which I just love it. Here we go. So here's what's inside. There is no mirror, by the way, on this. And it has 4 face colors, and then it's got 20 eyeshadows. And I think I told you the price on this. I'm gonna put this on this side actually, because it was kind of blocking my light. This is $44. As I said, I believe this is on sale. Part of the Pink Friday, as they call it, sale at Too Faced right now. The shades, the pan size is about 0.6 grams. You know I prefer 1 gram of eyeshadow in any pan in a palette. I sometimes will make an exception for a holiday big palette like this, and in this case I am making that exception. And then each of the face colors is 2.5 grams. So these are not huge products. But what I really like, I like a few things about this. First of all, I like the combination of warm and cool. Really beautiful, like berry, pinky mauves down here and a pink up here, and then it leads into some kind of peachy, warm, cinnamony, brown, neutral shades. I think there's a really nice selection of colors in this one, and for me, the face colors are great. I love this bronzer, and I'm not even a big bronzer person. I love a pink blush, you know this. I love a blue pink blush. And there's a matte blush, and then there's a shimmery blush, and then I really like this highlight also. It's hard to hold this, it's so big. It's hard to get it in the picture. But I really like it. Now, again, when I reviewed these, I think it was the Cinnamon Bear set, you know, there's always the great debate at holiday time about Too Faced. Oh, their holiday sets are garbage. Only the things in the tin packaging are good. Their other stuff is just powdery, nothing. Eyeshadow. I didn't find that to be the case with the Cinnamon Bear palette, and I don't find that to be the case with this. I'm very surprised, and pleasantly so, at how much I like the formula of these shadows. Now, as I said in the Cinnamon Bear review, can I guarantee you this is the exact same formula as you'll find in the tin packaging palettes like Pumpkin Spice or Gingerbread Spice or any of those? No, of course I can't. I don't have that insider info, but for me, I really like the way they perform. There is one, I'm gonna say one of those kind of, I call them like a flaky glitter, and it is this shade right here, this lightest shade, which has a touch of gold in it, and we'll see that in the swatches. There are no pressed glitters, which I'm thrilled about. I believe there are 10 matte and 10 shimmer. Also, I'm very surprised at the even balance of matte and shimmer shades in this palette, and I have nothing bad to say. And this is one of those situations where, you know, often, at least this happens to me, that there'll be something everyone's raving about, like some great palette by someone, and it's just like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's just not for me. This is the reverse. I feel like this time of year in particular, you're supposed to not like the Too Faced holiday sets and the cardboard packaging because they're just kind of cheap. But I love this. So I feel like I'm breaking the rules or whatever, but you know, I'm always going to tell you what I think. It's all I can tell you. Like, what else would I tell you? So let's do some swatches. And as I said, it's a little tricky to hold this up and do it. So I'm just going to tell you the order I'm going to go in. I'm going to do the eyes first, and we're going to do 4 across all the way down. And then I'll do the face colors for you. And as I said, I am wearing all of this on my face, and I'll tell you what I'm wearing. So the first one we're going to swatch, actually, I do want to show you this one. So this is the, as I'm calling it, this is called Frosty, and it is more of a flaky shade. It's really, if you wanted to, you could call it a topper shade. You can see that. It's got shimmer, but it doesn't have a lot of pigmentation in the base, as people would say. Then we've got Christmas Cookie, which is a matte. Ginger Snap is a shimmer, and Mrs. Claus is also a matte. And there are those colors. Let's see, I'm gonna go this way. So you can see that more topper-ish color. So those are that is the top row of the palette. I mean, I think they'll swatch beautifully. I like this formula. I really like it. I'm surprised by it, frankly, for Too Faced in a cardboard palette at the holidays, but I'm really happy with it. Let's Kringle is a matte. We've got Wrap Star, W-R-A-P Star, Golden Rings, and then one of my favorite shades in the palette right here. This is Bauble. I have this on my lid today. So here, I keep doing that. I want to do this side. Here's the second row of the palette. Again, that Let's Kringle is just, you know, a very pale shade. That's not going to show up a ton on me because of my skin tone. Here's Bauble. I love this color. I really love this color. And you might be able to hear the wind and the rain out there, by the way. So those are the first 2 rows, and I'm not sure I'm going to get all of this on my arm. Ballerina is here. We have All Is Bright. And I'm sorry about the shiny packaging. It's messing with the light. Yule Log and Cinnamon Spice, kind of your standard cinnamony, spicy colors, warm colors for fall, winter. Not a surprise there. And Ballerina, you know what? Ballerina, that really bright pink also. Perhaps, I want to look at that again. Maybe that's a bit more of a topper shade too. I don't find it flaky, but it's more shine. It doesn't have as much pigment. Let's put it that way. It would be more of a topper for me. So that's the first 3 rows, and then I'm gonna wipe these off, and we'll do the rest of the eyeshadows and then the face colors. Okay, so cleaned up. Now I think I can fit the other 2 rows of eyeshadows and the face swatches on my arm. So we're gonna go down to row 4, which is Sweet on Santa. Snow Fake Friends, which is kind of a duochrome, kind of that blue-black duochrome. We've got Silent Night. And then Christmas Sweater is a bright berry matte. And again, I've used all the colors in this palette. I find the formula to be quite consistent, quite good. I think I've made my point there. I think it's a good formula. I don't know who I think I'm arguing with on that. And then the last row here, we've got Reindeer Games, All Is Calm, Jingleberry, and the last one is Santa's Boots. I swear there have been Santa's Boots colors in previous releases from them for the holidays. I would doubt that this is the exact same shade, but I could not promise one way or the other on that. And there's Santa's Boots, which is really more of a charcoal. It's not going to be like an in-your-face, you know, most pigmented black in the world, if that's important to you. So on to the face colors. We have the highlighter is Lit Up right here. And we've got Nice List, which is the shimmery blush. Pink Christmas is the matte blush, and then the bronzer is Rudolph. I like all the names. I've said that before. I always think You know, Too Faced is good with the names and the marketing of most of their products. Not all. Not all. It's interesting, the bronzer doesn't swatch terribly well, but I actually have really liked using it. It works well for me. And I used, here's that shimmery blush. I'm gonna build that up a little just for you so you can see. But what I have on today is the bronzer. But the shimmery blush is all I have on. I do not have the highlighter on today. I just have the shimmery blush. Picks up beautifully on my BK107. It's so easy to put on. I really like these blushes. I really like them. The one drawback is, in this case, I wish there was more in these pans, because I have a feeling I might actually hit pan on this, which might sound ridiculous, but that's how much I like this little palette. I know, isn't that weird? The one thing I did think I'd do, in addition to swatches, did I give you enough time with that? I think I did. Was I am gonna put the highlighter on. I wanted you to see what the glowy blush looked like on its own, and then I'm gonna put the highlighter on. This is just a little Moda highlight brush that I like, because my face is very small, so I try to find very small brushes in general, but particularly for highlight and that kind of thing. But I really like, I always think I want a pink, I don't know, like more rose gold highlighter, and I'm always wrong, because the gold always looks better on my skin tone. I don't know why that is. Something about contrast with my neutral skin tone, I'm sure, that I don't understand about color theory. And I'm not putting a ton of that on. But it really just, I just find it really beautiful. And not glittery, there's no glitter in it. So there it is with the highlight and the shimmery blush. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to mention was, at least in my using of these shadows, I haven't had any issues with fallout. I don't think I have at all. I might have with Snowflake Friends, because here, again, holding this up is a little awkward. The Snowflake Friends, I think I was kind of packing that on. Maybe on the outside I might have had some fallout, but generally speaking, I haven't had fallout with these. They wear very well all day. Obviously, I like the face products. The lip, so I just reapplied that lip, and it feels cool, but it's not uncomfortable to me. I'm not even noticing a lot of tingle, but I do want you to be aware of that, because if your lips are sensitive, or if you just don't like that sensation at all, you probably will not want this set. So that is the Enchanted Forest set from Too Faced, and it's pretty obvious, I really like this. If you think you like these colors, if you think this would work for you, I love this. Oh, and it smells like pecan pie. At least they say so. It smells delicious. I don't know if I'd really say it smells like pecan pie, but I really like the smell of this palette, so it is scented. Another thing to keep in mind. So anyway, I really hope that was helpful. I'm so enthusiastic about this that I really wanted to talk about it and tell you about it. If you're interested in it, great. If you can get it on sale, better. I hope that was helpful. That's always my only purpose here. I hope you are at peace today, and I will talk to you soon.